Guys, I hope everybody is well. I certainly am. It's Jack Flips eBay here, and today I just want to say I'm so glad to be back. My first video I've made like this in a long time. I think maybe about 2 months now. It's kind of crazy really when you think about it. However, I'm excited to be back because I've got a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to show you, and hopefully we can find some bargains in the charity shop today, yeah? Guys, thanks a lot for coming back to my videos. A lot of people have been messaging me over the last couple of weeks and months saying, Jack, have you quit YouTube? Have you quit reselling? Guys, no, I haven't. I have not. So do not worry. I'm sure you're not anyway, but just please do not worry. I just wanted to just say, I've been on a couple of holidays. I work a full-time job, and every single day, probably for the last 2 years, when I haven't been working, I've been constantly grinding for YouTube, for TikTok, and now for reselling as well. So I just needed a bit of a break because I feel like I was getting very overwhelmed with everything. Things going on in family things, like nothing bad, but just things going on, busyness, birthdays, etc. I feel like I didn't have enough time to do anything. Very busy at work and also going on holiday, and I just don't have enough time to do all sorts of this stuff alongside a full-time job. However, I've kind of come to the idea where I've had a bit of a break. I didn't need any more of a break, so let's crack on and let's get back to the Jack Flips eBay and let's see what we can do. Since my last video of reselling, we did hit 11,000 subscribers. I didn't post anything on the community this time, and a lot of people said, oh, normally when you hit a landmark like that, Jack, you'd normally go, you post it and let everyone know. Yes, but then I thought I'd leave it to this video, and I would just like to say thank you very much for everybody who has followed from this journey. I started January 2024, the end of January 2024, my reselling YouTube channel, and we've now hit 11,000 subscribers. Not as good as where I wanted to be. I had anticipations this year I'd hit 20k, but that's probably because I've not been posting as much as last year and I've not been grinding as much as last year. So that, I scrapped it. But guys, 11,000 subscribers, that means this year I've earned like, what, 4,000 subscribers? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So if you guys are one of these people who have subscribed this year or recently, thank you very much and welcome to the channel. Here, I just like to have a bit of a joke, a bit of a laugh, and hopefully you guys can learn some of the bits from what I do, because I like to do my reselling. I like to go on little journeys. I like to visit places, try food with Chloe, and hopefully you guys enjoy. In today's video, I would just like to say, I've sold a lot of stuff down here, a lot of stuff, and it's all on my bed. Yes, Jack, you've been off, you've not done anything in a while, you've not got a new room to list all your stuff in and all of that. No, I'm all the same, I'm just the same, I just needed a bit of a break, okay? All that stuff over there is all the stuff which I've sold. I think I've sold like 12 things in the last day, because on my day off last week, I had some annual leave. I was listing loads of stuff, editing some of my recent YouTube videos for my holiday, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. But yeah, all the stuff over here, which I'll get to in just a moment. You guys will probably sell as well. Oh, you've got a bit of a different camera setup. So, also, on my annual leave, I did actually invest in a new camera. This new camera is called the Osmo Pocket 3. It's quite a fair amount of money, but I thought, you know what? The reselling which I've been doing, the YouTube I've been earning a bit of money off it on the side. So I thought, why not just save that aside and then reinvest it into something which will make my videos hopefully better, clearer, and hopefully be able to get that money back in the future. So I thought, why not reinvest it into something rather than just waste it on food and drink and all of that. So I thought, yeah. This camera which I'm using now is the Osmo Pocket 3. You can probably see, Jack, what is this here? It's a microphone, and you can probably see I'm a lot clearer. I sound a lot better than what I do on my phone. Don't get me wrong, I'll probably still be making videos with me whipping my phone out because it's easier to do that. This device is like this big, and it'll be a bit difficult in shops because it's a gimbal, so it doesn't always necessarily focus on certain things. So some of these parts of these videos, you will be seeing me whipping up my phone, and that'll be me in the shops. But then as soon as I'm out the shops, it'll probably be the gimbal again. But we'll have to just see. It's a bit of an experiment for me at the moment, but I quite like it because look, it's tracking my face wherever I go. It's following me. So I could go higher, I could go lower, and it's following me. So it's really bizarre, but it's really good camera, really good clear. So I'm really happy to have it. But guys, that is enough of the intro. Should we get straight into the video? I think so. You guys will probably know eBay for me is a big no-no now. I've stopped listing on eBay. I'm called Jack Flips eBay. It's probably funny that I'm actually called that, but I'm not no longer listing on there. I probably will again in the new year, but I've just kind of had a bit of a fallout with eBay because eBay, they changed the rules they stop things from listing as much. So like all my stuff, which I've got listed on there, I've still got about 150 things listed on there, but they've like shadow banned my account. So I've not made a sale on eBay in probably, I don't know, maybe about 7-8 months now, and everything's literally coming through Vinted. But Vinted, they've just done an upgrade on Vinted and just done an update. So now you can do basically everything eBay can do, but just better and easier and clearer. Vinted now, a lot of you guys who watch this video will actually do eBay. I will still talk to you about eBay and updates as well, but Vinted, they've got a new search bar. The main thing about eBay, which I like the most, was that on the search bar, there's a little camera option. You can click that, take a photo of it, and it'll show you all you recently sold, all the items which are selling like that. Vinted have done the same now. You can't see recently sold as of yet, but you can search it for other items, so you can kind of get a bit of an understanding of what they're selling for, so you don't have to be the most expensive, so you can sell yours pretty quick. Because my strategy is, if I list stuff, I want to be the cheapest, so I can sell it quickly, and get that money, as long as I make a profit, and then flip it onto the next one. Get more, reinvest your money into it, get the items out. It's funner for you guys as well to see what I've sold. But that leads me on to what have I sold? Let's see. This is the actual camera which I was talking to you about. So this is the Osmo Pocket 3, sorry. And I've got the creator combo with it. So it comes with quite a lot of different features. So extremely happy with it. But yeah, Black Friday sale, £580, and you get all these extra bits with it, and that was from Currys. So if you are wanting a good clear camera for vlogging or anything like that, I definitely recommend this camera. Coming on to all my sales, okay, these are all my sales literally on the bed here. This did actually sell not that long ago, but then someone returned it because apparently you can't make an espresso shot with it. I did actually have a look and I actually listed it under as a different model. It's actually like the 70.1 model, and I listed it as the 70.00 model. Easily mistaken. It looks the exact same, but it's just the way the everything works on it. I'll get to that in a moment, but I have sold that. But these are all the items which I have sold. I was watching quite a nice romantic film with Chloe the other day on Sunday, and I was just trying to get everything listed, and now I have listed everything, a lot of stuff sold. But let's get straight into it because all my sales are all on here, okay? And I'm going to show you exactly what I've sold. So the first one are these Nike joggers. These Nike joggers I have sold for £10.20. This here is a DeWalt coat, and I've sold it for £20. This here is a New Look trench coat, and I've sold it for £12.99. This here, believe it or not, I've had it for absolutely ages. Probably like my first video one of my first videos I've ever made. And believe it or not, I know it sounds bad, I've got a box down here which I haven't listed stuff from. They're listed now, but stuff from in there I hadn't listed since my first video I ever made. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I bought that, I'm pretty sure I bought that for like £15, but I've sold it for £25, so I made a little bit of money on it. This Calvin Klein Golf cotton jacket, I've sold it for £5. This Illy machine, I got it on a bundle with loads of stuff for £50, and I made like £500 profit on all of it. So this is just another £25 and 20p worth of profit which goes towards that. This here is an Octopus Energy Teddy, and I've sold that for £5.50. This House of CB dress, I've sold it for £20. This one here is a Samsung DVD player, which was also part of the bundle on this, and I've sold that for £15. I let that go quite cheap actually because it wasn't selling, and I thought I'm in profit, so why not just let it go. Wow, this Rab jacket. Last year, I was actually buying these, maybe like this time last year, buying these because I knew that people were going to be listing them for cheap. In the summer as well, I managed to pick up about 4 of these. So I've got 4 of these currently, and I bought them for like £30 each because I know in the summer, people will just want to get rid of their crap and don't even care about the price. The price now, because it's getting to get cold, is going up in price. So I've actually sold that one for, what, £60? So I've sold that for £60, and I've sold some Audi hubcaps, which my dad had, and I've sold those for £14.99. So that is a good amount of money there. And looking at the recent orders just on here, just want to show you some of the balance. My current balance at the moment, because I like keeping money in there, is 55 and 48p. But then my pending balance now is 213 and 88p, if you can see that. So that is my current Vinted balance just from these transactions here. I like to be very open and honest about everything which I sell, how much money I've bought them for, how much I've sold them for. a lot of the stuff down there, I don't actually have a clue how much I bought it for. So that's why I didn't say I bought it for this. I only mentioned the ones which I do know. However, there's going to be a lot of stuff which I'm going to be selling over the next couple of weeks because it's coming up to Christmas. People want to bargain. People want to be able to get things for cheaper. And if you're one of these people on Vinted or eBay who don't accept offers, well, I'd reconsider that, because if you've got stuff which have been sitting around for a while and you can't shift them, then I'd probably recommend looking into accepting some offers just to get it gone, then you can refresh your stock. Because as a reseller, that's what you need to do. You can't be sitting on stuff for a long, long time. I know I'm probably, you guys are probably thinking, yeah, but Jack, you had stuff from your first ever video like 2 years ago, but you haven't listed. That's because I hadn't listed it. If I'd listed it and I hadn't sold it for that long, I'd accept offers of £5 or something like that. Because at the end of the day, money from 2 years ago, yes, the way I look at it, it might be very different to other people. If I bought something for £15 2 years ago, that £15 is gone. That money, it doesn't mean anything to me because I spent it then. Unless you're in a really, really bad circumstance and you need that money ASAP, then it might be slightly different. But I reinvested that money, that £15, hasn't come from my back pocket. When I first started reselling, I started with £100. And that £100 has been flipped into thousands now. However, that £15 which I bought on that jacket, I didn't even think about it. I don't think about it as in money, but then when you get actually sell it and you get physical money for it, that's when it's like, oh, damn, I've listed one thing, let's list another thing, and then another thing, and another thing. So yeah, kind of crazy. But that has been my sales. I'm going to have to package it all up now. I've got some big boxes over here, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. And we're going to go to the drop-off point because they're probably going to hate me because there's so many items. I've got every and yodel going at the same time, so hopefully they won't hate me as much. But then we're going to hit some charity shops. So guys, let's go. So I've fully packaged up everything. It took me about 20 to 25 minutes to do everything. I've still got the bags from UPS, which I'll show you in a moment. But also the packaging in the big boxes. If anyone knows where I can get big cardboard boxes from for pretty good price, please let me know, because I do get them from work, like just the empty cardboard boxes which are going to be thrown away, so it's pretty cheap for me. However, I need some big ones because I've got a lot of stuff coming up, and you guys will know in later videos what I've got planned. But I just want to ask, does anyone know where I can get big cardboard boxes from? Please comment below because I do need some. And over here are all the parcels. Literally, all of them there, big box here. So I need to take them all now, and I am going to hit some charity shops. So let's go. So now we're at the drop-off point. I say we're, only me. It's the local Londis, but hopefully they're not going to be turning funny with me because there's quite a lot of parcels, so I'll keep you updated on that. Right, so I've just taken the parcels and everything was all okay. So thankfully, there was no moaning from the staff in there because I've taken parcels. Maybe it's the wrong time, maybe they're busy, maybe they're a stressful day, but I've taken parcels before and they've been very rude. Not in these particular shops, but I have taken parcels before and they've been very rude and refused to take my parcels because I've had too many. But let's go and hit some charity shops now because I think it's going to be an exciting day and hopefully we can find some absolute bargains. So we've just got to the favourite area. We're hitting the Bernardo store first, and then we're going to hit a Deborah, and then we're going to hit the children's charity shop as well. A lot of people say, Jack, why'd you go in the children's charity shop? Oh, you're taking away from everyone. If I'm being honest, it used to be my favourite shop. It used to be my favourite shop in there because they never used to just sell children's stuff. And they also used to sell stuff which were about like £15 to £20, but the stuff which used to be able to resell, we used to be able to resell it for like £45 plus, and used to be like a sell. It's like a reseller's rack, which used to be really, really good, but they stopped that now. But then it changed to a children's charity shop, and don't get me wrong, I don't go in there and buy things which are like a couple of quid, which children would probably want. I'd buy things which I can see are in there, like brand new in box and stuff like that. But anyway, let's stop chatting because we'll go in there in a minute and we'll see what we find. But I've not been in Bernardo's in ages. They probably don't recognise me anymore. But we're going to go in there, but I won't be able to use this mic and I won't be able to use this camera because it's a little bit bait. I probably could, but more things to carry and people don't like recording in shops sometimes, so I don't want to draw any attention to myself. So let's go in. It's going to be on my iPhone, so back to original Jack Flips eBay, but let's go and see what we can find. Right, we're on my phone. You can probably tell a huge difference in this and the audio, but let's go in, let's see what we can find. Right, first thing I'm going to get is this Mitsubishi playback thing. You know, I like these. Probably can go to another charity shop to get a better bargain, but it's £10. Comes with everything, working with remote, not spares and repairs. Spares and repairs even go for 20 quid. These work in about 50 quid, so gonna get that. And it's very good condition actually, just needs a bit of a wipe. A couple of things I thought that might be worth. That goes for about 6 quid, make about 2 quid on that after fees. But then that, I thought that might be worth something. 5 quid, goes for about 8, so I'm gonna leave it. Not enough money to be made. Bargain alert, 12 quid. Hasn't got a remote, and I don't know if it's working, but I'll test it when I'm back. That's the good thing about receipts. It's got all the wires with it. These go for about 65 quid with a remote, and remotes on their own are only like 5 quid, so I could probably list that for 55 and get that. So it's 12 quid. Why not buy it? Going up to Christmas. Sort of a soundbar, Panasonic soundbar. That's the model number. You can do your research, but it's 10 quid. I'll be able to get probably about 20 quid for this on its own, but I don't know if it's working, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm about to list one of these, which I got from Aldi. It's brand new. Well, I've used it once, it's not brand new anymore. But it's like the original air fryers. And it's like an Ambino one. I'm going to sell it for about 20 quid. But yeah, if you guys want one of these, 20 quid, with box, let me know. I could definitely make some money on these, but I'm going to leave these for someone else. If you're watching this video and you are in Northampton, Western Fayval, these are £10 each, come with speakers as well. These go for £30. With no remote. These go for £40 with remote, and it's got remote. I just don't have the arms to get it all, and I've already got a lot of stuff to list, so come in here as quick as you can. Treat that as a Black Friday Jack Flips eBay gift. First come, first serve. Free, 60 quid there. These here, bread bins, which say bread on it. Of course, it's not going to say anything else, is it, Jack? Come on now. But they're £2 each, and there's 2 of them. One there and one there. But they've got massive cracks in the wood, so I think I'm going to leave them because it's more effort listing them, making 5 quid on them. But yeah, they're pretty good. All the Christmas bits are coming out literally only around the corner now. Might be 3 or 4 more Jack Flips eBay videos before Christmas, or maybe 5 or 6 or 7. Right, so I left the other one in there for one of you guys, but I saw this one and it's too good to turn down. It's literally, it's got the remote with it, everything like that. The other one doesn't. Just needs a bit of a wipe. This will fetch about 55 quid and cost me a tenner. So I've left the other one in there. So guys, come and get it ASAP because I think the guy said, oh, you reselling these? I went, yeah. He went, I've seen it on YouTube. So I was like, appreciate that. But yeah, this will probably fetch about £55. The other one maybe about 40 without the remote. But guys, get in there ASAP. It's for Bernardo's at Western Fayval. All right, happy with those little finds so far. I'm going to go into the Deborah. Then we're going to hit the children's charity shop. I always feel bad saying children's charity shop. It's not actually run by children or anything like that. But I feel like I'm taking off them, but I'm not, honestly. I don't ever really buy anything in there anymore. But let's go in Deborah. Here we go. Deborah, let's go in. Look at them, they're small. Tiny bits of kit. They are. Smallest irons I've ever seen in my life. Look at that bit of kit. What even is that? Oh, it's from the tweenies. That's an old school toy, that is. Bloody hell. I thought that might be worth something. An antler bag, 15 quid. It's pretty much brand new though. But it's not selling for anything, unfortunately, so I'll leave that. I think there's nothing else in this shop. I've got a lot of Christmas stuff. It's a cool outfit. Oh dear. Yeah, nothing in this, so let's go elsewhere. Oh, children's shout shop, let's go in. Look at that, cinemas, that's where Chloe wants me to go. Look at that big bit of kit. That's massive, Squishmallow. Surely that's worth something, right? Oh no, it's not in the Squishmallow. Like the fake B&M version. I was going to say that'd probably be worth something. Last time I came in here, I found a Jellycat. And Harvey found it, and he was like, I want it. I was like, oh, I'll buy a McDonald's instead. And he was like, oh, perfect deal. But the new Wicked is coming out this Friday, actually. And I went to go book it with Chloe at the local Odeon in Northampton. And fully booked already for like the next 3 days. You get crappy seats, but yeah, don't really want a crappy seat. So we'll watch it when it dies down. But let me know if you guys are going to go watch it. A lot of dinosaurs in here. A lot of stuff which might be worth some good money from brand new, but resale on this stuff now is just not worth much. Like, I'm pretty sure that's something like that. I can't remember what that's from. That's from that children's programme, Sky Mask or something like that. But that did make me laugh. Just like Chloe when she wakes up. Hello. But yeah, nothing really else in here which takes my eye, I don't think. Right, there's absolutely nothing in that shop at all. So the last two shops, nothing. But let's see what I can grab to eat now. I'm a bit hungry. So I've now gone to 5 Aki's, which is just down the road from the 2 charity shops. Well, 3 charity shops. The last 2, I didn't get anything in those charity shops because they weren't very good. They're never really that great in there anymore. That's why I think I've probably stopped coming in them. But the first charity shop is paying for my lunch. I'm having some loaded fries because I'm trying to stay away from the chicken, even though this loaded fries have got chicken on it. So I'm going to Wingstop tonight with Chloe. Wingstop just opened in the Russian Lakes, and if you don't know what it is, it's like a chicken place, but they do really good chips and really good chicken. So looking forward to it. But yeah, I'll show you what my lunch is like, and then I'm going to go back and list those items because people want them before Christmas, and hopefully get them sold for the next video. Wow, I did not expect that. Look at that. That literally is insane. I'm going to be chickened out for later, but that is insane. Wow. Big up to 5 Aki's for that. £7, but for an absolute monstrosity. Bloody hell. It's lovely, that is. Right, I don't know how I'm going to eat my Wingstop later on, but I will eat it because I've already told Chloe we're going now, and if I say we're not, she'll be so upset. So I need to eat this, go home, chill out for a bit, get listed, and we'll go Wingstop a bit later on. But this food is so good. Bloody hell. If you're in Northampton, charity shopping around this area, you need to get this. Back in the car. That was a very successful charity shop trip. First charity shop I got quite a lot of stuff, so I'm going to go home and list all of that now. But the other 2 charity shops, not so good. One I had a 5 Aki's at the end. As you can probably see, I'll show you here now. I'm in the car. Oh, hang on, the new camera's playing up. That's the charity shop where I got all the good stuff in. Other charity shop was there, not so good. Other charity shop was there, and then the food place was right at the end. So if you guys are coming here and wanting to go to that food place, I'm not being sponsored by them or anything like that. It actually is very nice. First time I've ever sat in there though, and the food was served in a nice dish. It was very, very nice. I'm gonna go home now, list everything, and gonna leave you guys here. I just want to say this. Thank you very much for following. Thank you very much for liking to this point. And hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I'm finally back, and I'm back in business. So I will see you in the next video, and hopefully we've sold some items which we've bought from today's video. So guys, until next time, let's go.